Okay, now to model beams, I have to go to level 3 because our work with level 2 is over. Now we're going to go to level 3. If you're not able to see this properly, just go here and go to fine. That's the fine level of detail, and you'll see this. Why do I already have a beam? Sorry, I had modeled it. Okay. Uh, right. So let's go to level 3, structural plan level 3, and you'll see these 4 columns. And the shortcut is BM. Again, I'm not going to use a universal beam. I am going to go to edit type, load, and India specific B universal beam. Let's go back. Do we have anything else? Structural columns, structural framing, steel, India specific, and a B. So B is literally a beam. Uh, Click OK. And now I'm going to use an ISMB 550. You can use ISMB 500 also. The good thing about steel is it can span longer for uh, half the depth of concrete. This is around 13 meters, by the way. So ISMB 550, loaded, great. Now always model, I don't know if you've done this for your concrete beams, but always model from the center of the column to the center of the column. And even though it'll trim itself, but that's ideally what you should do. So I'm just modeling 4 beams here from center of the column to the center of the column. And so here it is. Only thing left is this is kind of almost matching. That's okay. It's not because it's 550, so the width is greater. But here I can align this to the outside. So AL here and here. Same thing on the right side. I'll align this, and this is how it looks in 3D. Okay. Another thing is let's model the secondary beams. So secondary beams, how it works in steel is if I go to level 3, I will have, let's say this is DI, this is as I said, around 13 meters, and this is around 8 meters. So I'm going to span it shorter. So I'm going to make it this way, maybe 4 divisions, and then I'm going to make a couple of divisions on this side. So as to have the secondary and the sub-secondary or tertiary divisions. So what I'm going to do is for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to make let's say four divisions here, right? Okay, so let's go to structure, and we're going to use a beam system. Okay, before that okay, let's use an ISMB 500. Let's divide it into 4. So beam system, and it says automatic beam sketch. Okay, fixed distance, make it maximum distance, which is okay, all right, or maybe fixed number, and I'll have 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to use a smaller ISMB 500 loaded earlier. I don't have an ISMB 500. Okay, let's just use an ISMB 550, and this is how it's going to be. Yeah, if you just snap to the left side, it's going to divide like this, otherwise it's going to divide like that. So that is that, and I think that's all. Right, now if you look at 3D, this is how it's going to look, and we have smaller spacing. Let's see, from DI we have this. Okay, now if I want to change this, I can go to the beam system. How do I select the beam system? I'll select everything here, filter, and beam system is what I need. And instead of 3, I can have, let's say, 5. Okay, and this automatically changes. I can have 6 or maybe 7. I want it around 1200, maybe 8. Okay, now this might look extremely heavy to you if you look at this, but what I can do is I can go to BM, load a lighter beam, let's say an ISMB 250, load B, open, and let's load, let's say, an ISMB 250. We're doing extremely close spacing of beams, so we don't need that depth. No, not an LB. I need an ISMB 250. LB is light beam, MB is medium beam. Generally, I like to use medium beams. Okay, I think it should be loaded anytime soon. Yep, ISMB 250. I click OK, and now if I look at all of these beams, I can filter and only select at the beam systems. The beam system also guides what kind of beam, so I'll go here and I'll select ISMB 250. And now it kind of, if you look at 3D, it looks a little nicer. That's how steel structures are, just one way. Yeah, that's how you can have a primary and a secondary set of beams.